Hello Scorpio, my name's Marcus and welcome to my channel. I'm going to just take those because they kind of fell out. Actually, I'll put them back in, but let's see, we've got Capricorn, second house, Gemini. So, Scorpio, let's see what's on the cards for you. I have pre-shuffled, so I could have taken those, but I didn't feel the need, so let's see. Where am I? Okay, let's see. We've got the diplomat, Aquarius. So some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you might be trying to be diplomatic in situations at the beginning of this month. So I seem to have mixed the cards up. Then we've got the competitor, Aries. Ooh, what am I getting here? And then I've got 8th house. This is your power, transformation. So what's going on? And then I've got Earth and I've got lessons. Reorientation, awareness, 3D, experience, schooling, quality, human condition, reality, practicality, physical body, nature, stability, and mission. So, for some of you, I'm getting this immediately. Some of you have been dealing with an Aquarius, and there's an Aries who's competing for your attention. And there's some kind of, this is affecting you in some kind of way and transforming you with your Earth mission. So some of you might be, you might have an Aries in your life, but there may be an Aquarius who's the competition, as it were, for this. But it almost feels like there's two energies vying for your energy. That's love kicking off straight away there. So let's see what's. Yeah, that's immediately what I got. I'm just seeing if there's any other messages in that, but I got no. That's it. That's all you're going to talk about. So I'll talk a little bit about Aquarius. Aquarius is obviously not a water sign. They might carry the water. They might be able to handle the water, and they might manage the water, their emotions, but they certainly aren't a water sign. But they are very, 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 very original, inventive. They're a fixed sign. Scorpios and Aquarius are attracted to each other very often because of that. And then we've got Aries. These are the good starters, you know, fiery starters, powerful, cardinal energy, really. So being a fixed sign and you being a fixed sign, you'd have a lot in common, and there'd be a lot of fighting as well because both of you will want your own way. Whereas Aries, they might be a different type of person for you to deal with. I know I'm getting love straight up anyway. So we have here difficulty in the beginning. Out of the chaos, a new day is taking shape. Be patient, seek help, proceed cautiously before you make a plan. There is a lot of potential. So whoever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with, that it needs a new start, or that is a very original idea of yours, it's not going to be easy to get going. It's going to take some research, and you're probably going to need help from friends and people like that, or from people who are knowledgeable in what you need to do. I'm getting like some of you, it's like a spiritual thing that you want to grow or learn. And then I've got innocence. Connect to your basic goodness. See the world with childlike wonder. Be guided by what is right. Let go of expectations and be present. Trust that you are more than enough. Okay. So you might be having some kind of difficulty in believing that you are worthy of whatever's coming towards you. Look what I said, mutual attraction. Didn't I say love? Cool. Surprise, surprise. To attract others, be genuine, humble, open-hearted. Don't be heavy-handed. Let things develop naturally. Align yourself with what is good and true to foster meaningful relationships. So I think some of you have like a new person coming in. And there's a very strong mutual attraction. But it's going to be a little bit awkward trying to get this off the ground. Perhaps you need to make a plan, or perhaps there needs to be like some words said or something like that. And then I've got here great power. There is a lot of potential. Use your power for good. Be careful, strong, and principled. Do what is right. You keep getting told, do what is right. For some unknown reason, there's a message in all of these cards saying, do what is right. In other words, don't be guided by your fears, your anxieties. Do what others would do unto you. Is what I'm getting here. And the right thing, I mean, it's not hard to do the right thing, but sometimes we just, we don't do anything. And that sometimes is the wrong thing, because sometimes things need to be said. Be humble in your strength, think of others, and act with grace. Okay, so that's your I Ching for you. Now let's go into the reading and have a little chit chat with the tarot deck. Spirit, what is on the cards for Scorpio for the last 2 weeks of April when it comes to matters of the heart or any other messages that you wish to tell me? To be honest with you, I did a whole reading just now, and it was supposed to be live, and it turned out to be a business reading, so you don't know how these are going to go. It's interesting, though. Very interesting. And that's there. That was that beginning there. I haven't had one that's really delved deeply into love, for that one immediately is come across as a love connection type reading. So nice. I'm giving away my processes. I have processes. I don't believe it. Okay, so your current energy. There's some kind of truth. You're being very truthful and honest. It looks like you are doing what is right, because the King of Swords always does what is right. Sometimes to the detriment of his emotions. And he is an Aquarius. Fixed Aquarius, King of Swords. And then I've got your current energy. So in the past you might have been dealing with an Aquarius. Your current energy is Knight of Cups. So, are you receiving an apology, or are you giving an apology? Because it's not a big apology, but look, this plant pot has a lot of potential. Because look, there's sand everywhere. That sand looks fairly moist. It looks like that sand, if you planted it, that plant pot could have the potential to live or die, depending on where it's planted. And then we have here their energy. Ooh, Emperor. Are they like running a business, the boss, the manager, someone very solid, and look, someone very permanent, because even time fears the pyramids. It's from a book. I can't remember what book it is. There's an astrology book that has that in it, but I actually think it's from a series of novels. I can't remember what they are. If I remember, I'll tell you. So, how does this person see you? They see you as the Page of Wands. They see you as passionate, creative. Sometimes a little bit like the younger, perhaps new, because they're coming in as the Emperor, and they're seeing you as a page. So you might be dealing with an older person. And how do they feel about you? Ooh, conflicted. You really, really, really do make them wonder. And how do they want to proceed? Hierophant? Don't want to lock this down. It's very strong energy. If this is your own energy, be honest with you, they want a commitment, because the Hierophant is about a committed type of relationship, if that's the case. But if this is you, if I was discussing your energy and your current energy and what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks to 3 months, I would say you know the truth of things, and you're learning new stuff, and you're following your passions. You will be moving into this energy of perhaps making peace about some conflicts in the past. Definitely. This might just be by yourself, because we have a Knight of Cups here. But and we've got the Five of Wands. So you might have had a lot of conflicting thoughts about the situation, and it's really, really played on your mind. But you're moving into a much stabler energy here. Perhaps some of you are moving into a committed relationship with someone who's very powerful, like a boss man or an emperor or something like that. It might be the Aries person that's coming, because the Emperor always reminds me of a fire sign in some sense. He's a go-getter. So what does Spirit say is hidden? The Tower. Okay. And also this might be what's happened in the recent past with this air sign as well. Some kind of tower moment. Something went wrong. Miscommunication or something, or they just walked away. Or maybe you walked away from them when looking at this, because the Tower under the Page of Wands, you could have walked away from this person. And if you have a look, those are also very similar towers, because they're built on sand. They don't look very stable, particularly that one. So what does Spirit advise? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the Spirit saying you need to look into this a little bit deeper, do some research, learn about it, maybe even make a new offer or come up with a new plan with an offer. And then possible outcome, Queen of Cups, you become yourself. Look at this. You are stable, committed. I mean, this is like the Holy Grail. This is like someone very spiritual with a pyramid and powerful. We have someone who's like well versed in like spirituality with the cross as well, and understanding different religions, but also being like a guide to religion and being able to help people. But also then we have the Queen of Cups, being like, I'm getting a tarot reader or something like that, like doing something spiritual like that at the beginning of the thing, maybe focusing on that, and learning this new skill because of what's happened. So the Tower moment, what's happened here, the hidden thing. Spirit saying there may be a complete change happening in your life that's going to lead you to like a more spiritual connection or a more spiritual lifestyle. And then under here we've got the Three of Swords. Yeah, look at this. And so that's heartbreak. And we've got the Page of Swords. So that's like someone spying on you, or you spying on someone who broke your heart. And we've got the Three of Wands, and then waiting for your ships to come in. And you're waiting for something solid. Look at this, Three of Wands with a Knight of Pentacles. You're waiting for a solid offer from some kind of soulmate or some kind of past life thing. Okay, and that's kind of going to be a wish fulfillment. So maybe that's the transformation that's taking place here. I don't get heavy transformation energy. I think a lot of it's happened. I think this is a lot of the past. But let's see what the tarot says. I'm going to get into it a little bit deeper and see what else I can divulge from this reading. So, I'm just thinking, like, I know I've got a fair few Americans that watch my reading, and some Indians, and some Europeans. I haven't seen much else. I haven't looked at my stats too much, but I did notice that, and yeah, I know I use a lot of English phrases, but I kind of why am I mentioning this? Perhaps some of you are planning on traveling, but or you're developing language, because language is the key to like spell work and things like that. But it's also the key to like learning your roots, because a lot of what we learn comes from our roots. I've just been reminded of Nefert. The word nature, I mentioned this in another reading, but it's just something I read in a book recently. The word nature comes from the Egyptian word nita, which basically it's almost the same word. And I'm wondering if you're learning something about your own history and your own family history, and you're dealing with your ancestors. Thank you. So basically there might be some ancestral history going on here with someone from the past who broke your heart. And that's why you're having these issues. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so we got the moon, which is kind of Pisces energy to me, but it can be Scorpio as well, and Cancer. That is, you've been looking good. You've been honest with yourself, but you've been like, you're looking good and everything, but there's secrets going on. There's stuff going on in the background that, in the recent past, I think in the back of your mind. Yes. Either this person regrets not offering you an apology, or you regret that you didn't apologize to this person soon enough, because we've got the Page of Cups, and it can often be an apology. And then we've got the Page of Wands. So, or maybe an apology came in, which led to like a small renewal of passion. Or maybe you manifested this. Yeah, look at this. Because now you're moving into this Ten of Swords energy. So there was like a massive betrayal. But Ten of Swords is not always bad. Maybe you followed your passion, but then like things just ended. And you felt stabbed in the back because maybe your intuition was a little bit blocked. That's what I'm getting anyway. But you see, she's looking at the sunrise. She might have all those knives in her back and she needs to remove them. But she's like looking at the sunrise. So it's a new start. And then we've got the Star. So we've got some kind of wish fulfillment coming in. So maybe that's what happened, is like you followed your passion, it didn't work out, but there's a new person or but something else came out of this. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So a new passionate connection came out of this. So it was a very fulfilling thing. Or maybe some of you might even like have found this other person. Cool. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Ooh. So maybe there's someone that you really, really like. They're quite feisty. There's a very strong connection between you, and there's a strong soul bond with this person. And they see you in a light of being able to heal them. Okay. I think they've been watching you and studying you. Or you might find this person incredibly attractive. They want to come and give you an offer and have a celebration. Because, yeah, they want to come together with you. Yeah, look at this. Or they may have already. I'm getting for some of you, they have already come in and like made some small token. And you've been like celebrating this because it's really lovely. And, you know, this is a new start in love, because we've got here the Ace of Cups. So we definitely got a fresh start coming up for you. I can see why you walked away from the past, because we got the Seven of Swords, so some kind of betrayal. It led to a new beginning with the Fool. And yeah, you standing in your power and following your passion with the Queen of Wands. Doing new creative things, maybe some new creative ventures were started. We've got the King of Swords here, so with the Five of Wands in the background, you're feeling conflicted because you do know the truth about things and you want to stand your ground and stand within your values, and you want to move away from the situation. Yeah, look at this. With the Chariot, you made the decision to move away from the situation. That's what's left them, or either that's what's left you conflicted. Is there someone who cut you off, or the King of Swords? I'm thinking Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Just made a judgment call and decided to move away from the situation, and it's left you conflicted, or vice versa, because obviously we have cross watchers watching things. And now we're in this waiting energy. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for justice. We're waiting for justice. We've done some hard work. We're waiting for justice, and we're waiting for our money to come in. So that's actually quite nice. I mean, that's a very nice. We're waiting for something solid, our investments or whatever, our time to pay off. Or with waiting, and what's going to happen is there's going to be like some money coming in or something like that to you from your hard work and your hard labor. That's probably going to give you the momentum to move forward and away from this. So what's hidden from you? Yeah, this person's definitely holding back. Yeah, I think this thing has gone through a lot of cycles, because look, we've got holding back. There is a judgment call, so they might want to resurrect this, but maybe you just left them out in the cold with the Five of Coins and you don't want to go further. What Spirit's advising is Five of Swords. Five of Swords is sometimes making a cunning plan in secret, and that's moving. So you're learning something. Maybe you'll make a plan and you'll learn stuff, and then there's some kind of celebration coming in, which is nice. Some of you will be getting married, so forth, and that's going to give you a new lease on life with the Ace of Swords, because Ace of Swords can be new opportunities in life, in love and happiness. Okay, possible outcome we have here, and I've seen one card, so I'm going to, is we've got the King of Swords. Maybe this person's going to rush in and out, this person who broke your heart, Three of Swords, and they're going to try to change your mind on things or change your perspective. There's going to be a lot of to and fro with this person. Look at this. We've got Three of Swords twice. So you're dealing with someone who either their heart's broken or your heart broken, or maybe you both are. They want to talk to you. Lots of fast movements. You might even be traveling, and that's why you're both heartbroken, because maybe one of you is moving away from the other one for a job or something. They want to talk to you. They want to be victorious. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Cups there, so they might want to come in with an apology or something. They're definitely like they're in two minds about things, and they're not resting well. There's a lot of sadness and sorrow in this. It's actually quite the energy's like it looks very nice in your behalf, but there's stuff in the background that's going on. I can see you processing this heartbreak and pain. It's like it's not. I think you're going through like in and out phases of like, I'm okay, I'm fine, and then it's like you have a memory or something, and you're like, oh, I'm not quite okay, and then like you're slowly getting over it. The situation is changing. I think some of you are focusing on your work as well to help you process this, which is it's a good idea in a lot of ways, because it gives you distance. But in another aspect, you haven't dealt with it, so you haven't processed it. So you might have the distance, but what happens with these things, and I've seen this done before. What happens with these things is you don't process it today. One day you're sitting down and you think, why am I so sad? And you're processing it, and it suddenly come up because you've got nothing else to do, and it's time to it's time to move on from this. Also, the thing is, if you hold on to something for so long, what happens is you land up in a situation where you're not actually moving forward. You're just stuck in this wheel, the spinning wheel. So it's time to step into your Queen energy. Take a step back. That's what I said. A time apart is needed. So whoever you're dealing with, you need to take a step back, and you need some time apart. You deserve more than breadcrumbs. So it looks like someone might be breadcrumbing you. And your soul needs new energy. Accept it. So you need to do something new. You need to move forward from this situation. You are a warrior. So it looks like you're powerful. You're more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You might sometimes feel weak, but you're definitely more powerful than you're giving yourself credit for. So let's see what the Illumination Oracle says. Okay, what's on the cards from Scorpio, please? Let's see. It won't be a moment. One of my job roles is sort of customer service at one stage. Perspective. So you need to take it. Yeah, look at this. Perspective, the Hangman. Your perspective is going to change. The two of you might be mirroring each other. There is a separation on the cards here. Definitely. I think both of you are feeling the anxiety of it. Yeah, look at this. Perspective gives you the illumination that you need. It gives you the insight that you need, and the strength that you need. This person might run away, or you might like leave this person, run away. That's why there's a separation, but definitely one of you is a runner, maybe one of you is a chaser. And you've got awakening. And you're going through some kind of spiritual awakening because of this. It looks like you might be needing to do some energy clearing because you're actually blinded to the situation, but there is clarity coming. Look at this. There is clarity coming. Set your intentions for healing by the looks of this. And you'll probably find that things start changing and your dreams become... Yeah, look at this. You can do a lot of spiritual work in your dream world. You might be going through a lot of spiritual stuff in your dream world. Yeah. Okay, so in the past you've been a bit misguided, and perhaps someone played tricks on you, and they made you how does it go like this with your higher self? They made you kind of betray your true intentions, or betray your higher self, Or this could be the other person. They might have like been a bit of a tricker. This other person might have been a little bit sneaky in the sense that they played you against yourself. But you're awakening to this. You're becoming aware of this, and perhaps this is why there's a separation now. Looks like we're coming into that separation energy. Anyway, let's see what Spirit's got to say for this. This is my Connected and Protected oracle. It's got some nice messages and some not so nice messages as it goes. Self-love. Okay, so you've been called to love yourself. You are spiritually high ranking. You need to persevere with what you're doing. You're going through a growth spell. There are people around you who don't have your back. Be careful of them, and they are basically spying on you, stalking you. So be warned. And you are the cosmic warrior. Look at that. You are the cosmic warrior, Scorpio. You're playing. You're doing well. Spirit's happy because look at this. You're coming out of this both times. It's like the cosmic warrior. Finding your direction. I'm being drawn straight away to the direction card here. Finding your direction and becoming like enlightened and going through some kind of awakening. So that's good. And like you say, it says great power. There's a lot of potential. Use your power for good. You're a cosmic warrior. Scorpio, I hope that resonated. If it didn't, then try watch your rising sign, your moon, or your Venus. If it did, then like and subscribe. It would be really appreciated. I thank you for getting here. Have a great week, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks with a long reading and a short reading, probably late next week. I've been running late. My mother had some, like I said at the beginning, my mother had some health issues. But hopefully I'll get back on track and be a bit more consistent. Bye.